So today's commute vlog will be a little different than the last several, hopefully for many reasons. This is one of the reasons. I've now got a proper windscreen, small one, but it's a proper windscreen in front of me, so that should cut a lot of the noise, maybe some of the buffeting, road noise, whatnot. I still do not have my neck roll for this helmet, so there's a lot of road noise that'll come in underneath it that doesn't help the audio situation, and I do apologize for that. It's pretty unbearable. Even when I'm playing the video back, trying to edit it and figure out what's usable, it even annoys me. It's just so loud. A yellow butterfly. All right, so we are gonna roll this guy out. And it looks like I need to clean my launch pad here. Launch pad for my urban missile is getting a little smarmy. I have to pressure wash this driveway about 3 times a year. I don't know if it's the pine trees or what, but it really gets black and ugly fast. All right, gate behind me is closed. This guy's a little loose. I'm gonna have to work on that. And off we go. So hopefully everybody can hear me. Yeah, that lady was out with her dog the other day when I left, same time. So I do hope the audio is a little better. We're going to find out post-edit, obviously. I have no way to know how it is in real time. When I was pointing out these Can-Am mounts, proprietary bar mounts here, they're very slick. I like them. I'm going to check and see if I can get just the mount. I don't need to buy the whole X-mount package again. I've got plenty of these X-mounts. I did need one more, but I don't want an additional one. So I want to see if I can get just this collar and ball post over here to put on this side, because the other side will be the GPS or GoPro or vice versa. On all my other bikes, I've always had the GPS sitting on this side. I have a Garmin Zumo. I've gone through several iterations of those. I really like them. People kind of give them mixed reviews about not being easily legible in daylight, things like that, but you can complain about that all day long, but nothing's going to fix it. Even the cell phone is washed out in direct daylight, so you have to shade it somehow. Had a couple of viewers, commenters asking me how the fuel mileage is on it. It's just out of break-in. I've got 250 some miles on it. Let's see here. 267.4 right now. So it's just, 60 miles or so outside of break-in. And I always break in my machines a little hard. Not abusive, but hard as in high throttle, low throttle conditions, a lot of, short, wide open bursts to really set in the rings, and then a lot of coast downs under vacuum to help, kind of set the rings a little bit better and clean out the carbon schmutz that might be building up in there. Anyway, so this one has not seen an easy 250 miles for its initiation chores. Now that it's out of break-in and I'll be up on the highway a little bit more, I will be doing more steady state with it, and we should see what kind of highway fuel mileage it's capable of. I am tracking the fuel mileage, and I got 29-ish, 28, 29 for the first tank, and right at 30 even for the second tank. I would like to get somewhere in the mid-30s, I'm hoping. Maybe high 30s, low 40s, that would be great. This thing has a 5.4 gallon tank, I think it is, 20 liters. So that should give this thing a couple 100-mile range. That would be nice for road trips, sport commuting, that sort of thing, not to mention in-town stuff. I'm never very far away from a gas station, but it always cuts into my day to stop. And then once I have a little bit better idea of what the fuel economy on it is, I will be able to plan my road trips accordingly. I do want to get the alignment done first before I put serious miles down, just because I don't like fighting it. Then knowing what the range is kind of sets the tone for how long I expect to ride. I usually don't like going more than a couple hours, maybe 3 hours tops, without getting off to stretch my legs anyway, so I don't mind stopping for fuel. I just don't want to do it every 100 miles like I do on my R1 or my Ducati Monster or those ilk. They bother me. They're fun, but definitely not road trip bikes. Beat the horse again. I am so tired of getting thrown side to side over every little rise in the road. It just tears off in that direction, which throws me in the opposite direction. Chilly today, not too bad. Kind of a stormy, weird pattern that's set up for a couple of days with a cold front that came through, but we should be getting some nice weather for the latter half of the week. At least that's what the forecast says. Today is going to be rainy off and on with showers and some thunderstorms, but I did bring the lightweight rain suit with me today. Didn't feel like dragging the big one out of the closet. That's a good segue. I had a couple of viewers answer the call for giving me some comments and suggestions on content, gear reviews, that sort of thing. Again, gear reviews I will do anytime. If somebody's got a suggestion and it's cheap or something that I'm looking at anyway, I would not mind buying it and doing a review on the channel. Primarily, though, most of the reviews that I do will be gear that I already own and I trust and have a track record with, so I could recommend them. And on rain suits, that's what started me on the rant here, the topic. I've had many a rain suit. I've had Gore-Tex riding gear. I've had, all flavors and all kinds of different solutions for that. And I do have some fairly pricey Gore-Tex gear, but I find that it's a little too hot for Houston weather. We're pretty tropical down here. We have high humidity, and summertime is pretty brutal. I don't know what the temperature in centigrade would be, but we hover in the high 90s here most through the summer. We can get into the low hundreds. But it's not the heat that gets you, it's the humidity. We'll have 80-90% humidity at all hours of the day. You step out of your house to go to your car or your bike in the morning and you'll break a sweat before you go anywhere. It's thick. And I think today I will try to get over and take the HOV if everybody is kind enough to let me in. Doesn't look like it. Nope. Nope, you put your signal on and they nail the gas just to box you. That's pretty typical. He was way back there until he saw me trying to get over. But, with that kind of roll on, you can dispatch them pretty easily. One other thing I should mention about the fuel mileage, fuel economy is I've been running it in normal mode, not sport. I'll take a couple of little blasts in sport every now and then, but I'm running it in normal mode, so I'm not in eco and not in sport or rally.
So that's just kind of a baseline for the fuel consumption. Once I can do more steady state commutes like this and use my hillbilly cruise control. I don't know if I want to dub that the hillbilly cruise control or the quasi-motard cruise control hack. Anyway, once I can use that more, I might do a bunch of runs in normal mode versus eco and see how it does. See if there's any real difference in the fuel consumption, or if it's just throttle response that's the map change there. Yeah, so now that I'm hands off, I could do the tests here and see what the alignment's like. Yeah, see, it's jockeying side to side, and I'm not putting any input on it. It's left, right, left, right. It's rocking me around in the seat. So it's something, you know, obviously the road surface here isn't perfect, but it's the constant rocking side to side that is so annoying with this alignment. Yeah, it's left, it's right, it's left, it's right, it's left. So, I don't know. Not as bad as the groove pavement up here. Boy, that's a challenge. See how long I can drive nice in the HOV. I've already got a SUV barreling up on me at 80. Anywhere on Beltway 8 or I-10, it's pretty much Houston's equivalent of the Autobahn. Not legally, of course. Everybody drives fast. Got some in-car video from a vlog a few days ago. I haven't edited or posted yet, but case in point on how fast people drive around here. When I say fast, I don't mean fast as in efficient. I mean fast as in reckless. Almost getting rear-ended on Highway 99, a tollway over here on the edge of town. I'm doing 70, 75, passing a cement truck, and some yahoo in a black Ford pickup truck comes flying up on us at over 100 miles an hour, barely misses the back end, threads it right around. Okay. It's an everyday occurrence here. You stay there, buddy. The horn needs to be replaced on this thing. Toot sweet ASAP. This little tricycle meet has got to go. On all of my other bikes, I have very loud horns. Some of them I even put automotive horns on, but those get a little hard to mount just from the size. But I have the Denali SoundBombs and what's the other one? Stebel, S-T-E-B-E-L, Stebel something. I think that's the same as the Denali's. They're little compact air horns, and they are loud, real loud. And before anybody wonders why I'm just hogging the left lane, which I normally don't do on any other road, is this is the HOV lane. The right lane is the toll lane during these hours, during all hours. Right lane is toll lane. Left is HOV if you are HOV enabled, meaning 2 or more people in the car or motorcycles. Oh, well, see, I lied. I am past HOV now, so I will scoot over. I guess we must be past 10:30 in the morning. They turn off the HOV free thing at 10:30. I think it's 10:30 or 11. Yeah, that seam back there really makes it dance and pull that direction. contact with James. I think it's, I apologize, I'm forgetting his last name. James Thornton, James Thorne, that does the laser alignments, and see if he has received his adapters yet. Pay attention to traffic here so I don't end up getting run over. And the same story. If somebody sees you coming, they nail the gas. They try to gain 15 miles an hour just to block you instead of letting you make a lane change. In my last video, or maybe the one before that, I discussed the RiderScan mirror. Oh God, I don't know if you guys can see that right there. those pavement grooves, they're just rocking me all over the place. Right there, that's not me on the bars, that's the grooves. Wow. And the bike just takes off a different direction and you're along for the ride, quite literally. Let me get over here out of the way. The first day I brought it home to the warehouse, people were honking at me, and I'm like, I'm not doing that. It's not my fault. Anyway, I was discussing the RiderScan mirror. I was hoping that I could mount it in here somewhere. I don't think that's going to work. I'll have to look at the mount and see how it plays. Most likely, I'm going to have to shove the windshield all the way down, mount it in this area, and then, you know, it'll be free to travel up and down with the windshield, but we'll see how that works. I do want it on there, though, because it's just such a great safety aid. Don't come over here, that's my spot. And that's not hypocrisy back there. If I see somebody signaling and they want in, okay, but they at least need to be going the same speed as traffic. Somebody cutting over in front of me on the brakes, that's not very nice. Anyway, the RiderScan allows you to see everything side to side all the way out here to 180 degrees, and it is really, really nice for eliminating blind spots. Somebody's got problems. Oh, these grooves are just brutal. I'm not sure if it's a function of the tread on the tires or just the width of the tires that are susceptible to these parallel rain grooves, or what it is, but none of my other machines jockey me around like right there. That was not me. It just takes off on a whole new direction. Down here on the regular surfaces, it's still got the darty behavior because of the alignment, but it's not those rapid pulls. Again, not a huge thing, and I'm not bashing on the Ryker. I'm not necessarily bashing on the tires, although I don't like these tires. They're the only ones we've got right now. We'll see if Can-Am BRP addresses that in the near future with alternative tires, or if the community comes up with a fix for that. These tires are listed as MC, motorcycle rated. I'm sure that's more of a safety classification than anything else. They're very much automotive in nature. There's no rounded carcass. There's the bead. Everything about them is automotive in nature. So I would imagine that we could probably find some automotive sizes that will fit this. The only caveat is there's very little clearance on the fenders, and even less clearance on the rear fender on the Rally Edition. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays. I'll definitely be replacing that rear tire a lot and twisting the wrist. Anyway, I will end it here, and you guys, thanks for tagging along, and I'll see you soon.